if the UPA win this upcoming election and form a government, how will you resolve this conflict? And according to you, according to your perspective, what will be the best solutions for this ongoing conflict between the two communities?
All crowd who have gathered over here, we are proud to have you. Please feel at home. You are welcome here anytime, always. About the first question, viewers just mentioning that the BJP government didn't settle the issue between the communities. I feel that it's not, they didn't settle the issue. They don't want to settle the issue is the major problem. They don't want those issues to be settled, but instead they want more issues to be happen like that throughout the country. In Manipur, it is between two communities. In Gujarat, you know what has happened. In Muzaffarpur, in UP, you know what have happened. So all those issues, they just ignited just before the election so that the majority community with whom they would like to represent would think in favor of them. They try their chances in issues like this. If issues are not there, they even try to make it. You know how Rahul ji has conducted his Bharat Jodo Yatra and the second phase of Bharat Jodo Yatra from Manipur to Mumbai. From Kanyakumari to Kashmir, he travelled 4,000 kilometers. Have you ever heard a single statement from him that may ignite any communal conflict between any of the communities throughout the country? Have you heard any statement that may divide the people of this country on the lines of religion or caste? So if ever we are coming to power, if Rahul ji is leading India, the India which we all cherish to be, in that India, there will not be issue like Manipur. If ever someone is trying to make such issues, it is definite that the government will be involving to settle that issue. That is for sure. We won't prolong the involvement. When Rahul ji tried to visit Manipur, he was not allowed to visit. He was even stopped from visiting Manipur. You know how the state government and the central government acted there. And the Prime Minister himself, who talks about everything under sky, you know how late he was to open his mouth on this issue. So that means if the things are favorable for them, and if they see any political chances in that issues like this, they will wait that to develop, they will wait that to progress, they will wait that to create divide among the community. We have seen it empty number of times in India under their government at the state or at the central level. So definitely you can be 100% sure of this thing, that if India is elected to power, if India Alliance is elected to power, if Congress is leading that alliance, definitely it will have to stop. It will be stopped, and just due to the involvement of the government, which don't want people of this country to divide each other. So I've been talking the same point today in so many meetings, public meetings was there. He crossed 4,000 kilometers in this country. He was on the streets for 6 months. During all this period, there was not even a single statement which will divide the people of this country. Even the Yatra name was Bharat Jodo, which means we all know that India must be united. So what we feel about our party and what we feel about our leader is that he is the only leader and ours is the only party which can win only when India unites. The other thing is just opposite. They can win only if India divides. So that is what they are trying for, and that is what we will be trying for if you are into power. You can be sure about that.
So my question would be based on unemployment in India. So what specific measures does the Congress party plan to implement if they are in power in the upcoming election?
Actually, unemployment is the biggest problem that the youngsters of this country is facing in India as of now. You know the percentage, which have been on the high in 4 decades. But no media is covering that. National media is not at all interested in covering that. And even the government also are not interested to ensure that the issue is properly addressed. They want the issues to be diverted. They are shifting the goalpost. Now the CAA was introduced, not just for the division, but there are so many issues like unemployment, the petrol price, the diesel price high, the LPG prices, the 2 crore jobs which was offered per year. There are so many questions pending before the government. So they don't want that topic to be discussed. Instead, they want to shift the goalpost. I have heard Rahulji speaking in a youth meeting while talking about unemployment. He was so clear about this thing. He was saying that services alone may not fulfill the demand for job in India. There is enough and more supply of youngsters in this country. So he was talking about small scale industries, not the corporate one, the big ones. But he was more talking about the small scale industries, which may provide jobs at the local level, which was flourishing at the time of UPA. But when they demonetized the economy, you know how badly it affected the small scale industries in India. And second thing, the GST, which was introduced in a very sneaky manner, also affected their chances. So even to compete China, we may need this particular sector to be strengthened. The second thing is that we may have to break the mold, as Raghuram Rajan has written in his new book, the chances for youngsters in this country. And as you know, people like him who can closely work with leaders like Rahulji can make appropriate solution. I suggest a book, Breaking the Mold by Raghuram Rajan. You can just go through when you have time. So there are so many options which can be put forward in front of the youngsters over here to make them entrepreneurs. They have quoted so many examples. So experts like them can involve when there is a government which truly believes in people like them. You know, he quit the governorship of Reserve Bank. You know why? We have an history of bringing back Dr. Manmohan Singh to the country, giving him power of finance minister, and you know what, all economic reforms happened in just 5 years of that tenure, and that is why we are here, because of his involvement. So people like Dr. Manmohan Singh, people like Raghuram Rajan, those who are subject experts, those who are like stalwarts in that area, can help us improve the employability and employment rate in India. We have a plan. We'll do that for you, for sure.
What could be the best solution according to your perspective as a politician? What could be the best solution which will bring peace between the two communities?
Administration and the ruler, the head of the state, the government, they must be impartial to begin with. It must not be their agenda to get the people divided. Their agenda must be to unite the people. That confidence must be given to two communities throughout the state, even at the ground level. There must be intensive initiatives to take the communities into confidence. Now, in this thing, they are just firing things up. As you have rightly mentioned, this is a state-sponsored thing. It didn't just happen. It was forced to happen. So the first best thing that the government's agenda must be to unite the people of Manipur to the communities. And you know, like a leader like Rahulji, he speak with heart. He do things in the same spirit. So I hope he can take the communities into confidence. Let him talk to, if he's getting an opportunity, let him talk to the leaders first of the communities. Let him make platforms. Let them have discussions. Let them have continuing discussions. This cannot be settled with guns or missiles or bombs or even force. Am I right? So the first best thing is that the government's agenda will be crystal clear. They will not be liking to have the people of Manipur further divided on any grounds. Manipur is a very integral part of this country. We have so many sacrifices from the people of Manipur to ensure that our map is still like that, you know very well. So the people's issue, the community's issue will be addressed, they will be taken into confidence, and they will be brought on to a table like this to talk to each other, to settle issues. That will be a major step, I guess. And more issues, like what is their demands, what has gone wrong with them, what was their losses. The number of deaths, of course, we cannot compensate. So it will be something like in future, how they can live on. All those things will come under the card, I guess. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Say my hi to your family. Thanks.